Guys, this review has spoilers. If you haven't seen Rogue One, go see it now. You've been warned. Okay, so now that I have that out of the way, Rogue One, it was so good. I loved it. It was freaking amazing. It was the best. And so, with Rogue One. Okay, so here's how it started out. It starts at, does this thing move? Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Is this supposed to move? Man. The Millennium Falcon. So, this is so cool. So the movie starts out, young Jyn Erso, that's the name of the protagonist. The Imperials are trying to find her and everything, the Empire, and it's just, it starts out, and then, you know, title sequence, and of course in the title sequence any amount of time can pass, and with that, 15 years passed, and so that was just cool. And then, of course, this was about, like, the building of the Death Star and how the rebels got the Death Star plans, and Jyn Erso was the one who sent them the plans. And they used, like, the same blueprint, like, they didn't try and make it look better or anything. They used that from Episode 4 from, you know, the 70s, and that was pretty cool. And, speaking of cool, Darth Vader, he was awesome. I mean, you know, and then, of course, the droids, R2-D2 and C-3, this is BB-8. Oh no! And, you know, just the droids, C-3PO and R2-D2, they were in there. They didn't get as good of a cameo as Darth Vader did. He got an entire scene, and he said a pun. Darth Vader, Lord of the Sith, slightly below Emperor Palpatine. Darth Vader, Lord of the Sith, slightly below Emperor Palpatine. He said a pun. And also, one of the generals from the original Star Wars, I think, I'm not positive, but I think he was in here. He definitely looked like the guy. So, you know, maybe he's the guy. And if that's true, and there were 5 characters from the original Star Wars. And the 5th character is Princess Leia. They made Carrie Fisher look 40 years younger. That's pretty good. That is amazing. It's amazing what you can do with makeup these days. And other things. And, you know, she looked a little different, from, you know, 1977, but, you know, that's fine. And so, you know, then we got to see, like, the Death Star, and apparently the Death Star can, explode small cities. You know, not the entire planet. Apparently it has the power to limit its power. And, actually, I think one of the guys from the prequel trilogy was also in here. Like, he was like Leia's adoptive father or something. I know he was going to Alderaan and he looked familiar, so who knows? Who honestly knows? And this is just, mwah, this is a good movie. Disney should release this and A New Hope as a double feature. Just edit some stuff, change the title, don't include the text crawl, and add in some new footage, because at the end of Rogue One, the ship that Princess Leia was on, that ship just kind of traveled at light speed, just away from the big Imperial ship that, you know, comes in right here. Yeah, that scene. Yeah, you know you like that scene. And so there's just that entire scene, and all they traveled at light speed away from that scene, away from Rogue One, and then they could just have it come in at light speed in in A New Hope, and then have the other ship come in at light speed, because they went from one planet, I can't remember the name, to Tatooine. They went from over that planet to over Tatooine, and that was awesome. And so this was amazing. It was so good. It was very good. And Darth Vader, talking about Darth Vader again, he was so cool. He was so cool. I mean, this was like the first time I've seen Darth Vader on the big screen and have him not be a burnt helmet or anything else. He was just so amazing. He was the best. He stole the show. He was in one scene and he said a pun. And that was freaking amazing. I can't get over how good this movie was. It's the best movie of 2016, that's for sure. Definitely the best movie of 2016. And so that was cool and everything. It was amazing. Anyway, that is about all I have to say about Rogue One. Aside from the fact that it was the best movie of 2016. Oh, one thing I didn't like about it is that they killed off all of the characters. They killed off all the original characters. It was so sad to see them all die. In fact, when they didn't, and then they had like two left, two of the main original characters, and then they just had them die from debris of the explosion via Death Star. Like, yeah. I bet they were thinking, okay, we killed off all the original characters? I think so. Let's look here. Oh, we didn't kill off Jin and the other person. Just have them die from debris via Death Star. Are you sure? Yeah. Oh, and be sure to put the Death Star very close to the planet. Just so that, we can make people wonder why debris isn't hitting the Death Star. That's my one complaint with this movie. Everyone died. Aside from that, 10 out of 10, IGN. It was amazing. In fact, it still gets a 10 out of 10. Because, I understand why they had to kill off all the characters. They were not in the original trilogy entirely. They just weren't there at all. And so, because the actors weren't alive yet, obviously, and then, of course, the one character who could have been done in the 70s, it would have been bad, because this character is a droid, and, you saw, like, C-3PO and R2-D2 were the prime examples of how droids would look in 1977. You could argue Return of the Jedi could have done this, but no, they couldn't. They wouldn't be able. It wouldn't be done. It couldn't be done. And so, with the Death Star doing this, and the Death Star was cool because we got to see, all of that in HD clarity. It was just so good. It was so good. And then, of course, there was just the entirety of, of course, there were also stormtroopers in there who were shooting things up like this. And that was pretty cool. So, Alright. Thanks for watching. And no, I am not going to explain why there was no new PITF yesterday. It was my birthday yesterday. And Windows Movie Maker wouldn't work. There, I just explained it. Okay, here's what happened. We got home at 11, alright? And, you know, it was because of that, is because we got home at 11 that, I couldn't just shut down the computer and then restart it and then edit the new PITF. I couldn't do that. And, of course, you know, my high-quality rip of the Episode 1 Racer title theme, that was edited, but I had previously edited that. So, you know, new PITF today, and I'm probably going to upload these all at once. So, that should be good. I am very tired. I went to bed at like midnight or something last night. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Subscribe. I'm on Twitter and Tumblr. Links in the description to both of those. So, yeah. Oh, and also, if you need followers on Twitter, I'll follow you back if you follow me. So, alright, bye. Go see Rogue One. It was great.